Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this out there on the World Wide Web. This is Jeremy Geelan for SYS-CON TV here at 10th Cloud Expo. Cloud Expo New York. I'm with Hank Marquis, Cloud Computing Practice Lead for Global Knowledge. Welcome, Hank.
Good morning, good morning.
Now, you know, Global Knowledge, it's a great name, but I mean, you're probably not global, and I bet it's not to do with knowledge. So what's the real story?
Well, we actually, for once, we are the world's largest business and IT training company.
The world's largest business and IT training company.
That's right.
Wow. Welcome to Cloud Expo. You need to come to every Cloud Expo. This is the first time we've met.
Yes, it is, yeah, and I think we'll be back. Yep.
Excellent. It's a busy show. Lots going on. Now, what are they going to see? You have quite an interesting offering and quite an interesting background yourself.
Sure, yep. I've been IT for about 30 years, so I'm what you call legacy ops, or I was, and then I worked for a Fortune 50 retailer for a number of years where we were moving towards DevOps, moving to the cloud, and DevOps is real easy when you're a startup, but if you're a large company and you have a lot of legacy apps and legacy ops, how do you move that whole forward? The project management, the waterfall to agile, virtualization, all these things. So Global Knowledge provides solutions that roll all those kinds of training together up into a transformation package, helps people get from point A to point B.
I like that legacy ops. Is that your own coinage?
You know, I'm sure someone else has said it. I'm not that bright, but that's what I call it. Legacy ops for legacy apps.
Yeah. So what do I do? I've come here. What are my pain points going to be? Let's say that, because I bet there's queues of people or lines of people, I should say, at the booth. Well, what are their pain points?
The pain points are everybody's heard about cloud, everybody wants the benefits, they want the agility, they want the efficiency, the cost savings, the innovation. A lot of folks don't exactly know what that means. There's a huge amount of confusion that virtualization is cloud, and of course we all know that it's not. It's a really important part of it. So the pain points are, how do we get there, and how do we take these teams, especially in a large enterprise, how do you take teams, for example, change management teams in a legacy organization, you know, one size does not fit all. You might have a dozen agile development pods and each one on a different trajectory, and so they need their own change management process. So how do you do that and remain a public company? Yep. Those are big issues. So those are the kind of things that people are feeling right now.
And it sounds to me like you will often find big customers, because the problem I'm guessing is magnified if you're a big company. As you say, startups, that's one thing, but the big guys.
Yep. Well, so we kind of run the gamut, SMB, startups, and everything else. But the bigger you are, the more inertia you have, and the more cloud becomes an organizational change. Cloud is a business model. It's not a tech. How do you take 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 IT people and move them in a new direction without having the wheels come off? That's the big one. So
how would it work? So let's imagine I am one of these big organizations. I mean, it's great to say you've done it before, but how does it actually translate? You're on site. What kind of time is involved? I'm fascinated.
Okay. Well, so there's really three phases to this. The first is around an assessment. So we're not a consulting company. We're a training company, but we do perform assessments that do gap analysis of the knowledge, skills, and abilities of the team. So kind of begin with the end in mind. Where do you want to go? What's your goal cloud-wise?
Then we'll see where you are.
Where the gaps are, and then we'll say, okay, here's the decisions that are facing you, and then, again, we're not a consulting company, so we don't make the decision for them, but what we do is we have workshops where people can come in and say, here's the models, here's the information you need, here's the decisions, you make your own decision, and then based on the decision they make, here's a series of classes that would deliver across that gap for you. So it's kind of a three-phase approach. And of course people can drop in at any one of the three phases depending on where they are. I mean, people can just call up and say, hey, I want certification for everybody in cloud, or I want to know about VCE or whatever, or we're VMware's largest, one of the largest providers, Cisco, Microsoft, so we can do all that stuff, but we also have all the organizational change management, which is what makes us unique.
And how's the course delivered? It's on-site? Do you have your own tutors and a stable of experts?
We do. So around the world we have our own facilities, our own, basically you can call them classrooms or training schools. We also deliver on-site. A lot of our business is delivered personalized to a particular account. We also do a lot of things virtually, over the internet, obviously, either instructor-led live or recorded and followed through self-study. So it's a blended solution.
It sounds absolutely amazing. I go to globalknowledge.com?
Yes, you do, sir.
And that's the start of my journey to it sounds like to almost anything. It's a fantastic name, fantastic business. What can we see here? How do you evangelize here at the show?
So here at the show, we're really talking about the things we just talked about. So we have some nice infographics for people to understand what it means to do cloud, where virtualization really fits, the importance of it, and then all the other things you really need to think about as I kind of described, so you can really get some stuff to take home with you.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Hank, for joining us here at 10th Cloud Expo, and thanks for watching out there on the World Wide Web.